personally, I can't wait to have Sam back. I can't wait to have Jordan back. We need those guys back. You know, I mean, as you were talking about the fast-paced offense earlier, you know, we need depth. We need as many people as we can. So yeah, I mean, I'm extremely excited to be playing and you know, to be getting a good bit of playing time. But you know, I look forward to having Sam and Jordan back because you know, in all reality, we need those guys, you know, very bad. So.
Any words of encouragement from Coach Peterman? Any last notes from him? Look, remember when you get in there, remember what we talked about here and here. Any of that from him? Advice?
Coach Peterman always tells, you know, Coach Peterman will coach us so hard during practice. You know, I mean, he'll be the first to criticize you, but on game day, he always tells us, you know, he's our biggest fan. I mean, once game day rolls around, he's there for us. If we mess up, he's the one that's gonna be like, hey, you know, everything's all right, it's gonna be okay, just go to the next play. And so, you know, Coach Peterman really coaches us really hard in practice, puts us in a really hard position as far as mentally stressing in practice, so that when we get in the games, it's really not all that bad. And you know, when game rolls around, it's not that stressful.
You caught a ton of balls in high school. Is that the best part of your game as far as what you offer, just your ball skills?
I would definitely say it's a strength of my game, but especially during this camp and through the summer, I've really tried to focus on my blocking. You know, a lot of it I'm starting to realize is technique. I mean, more I think than people realize is technique, and so I worked a lot with Sam and Daryl this summer on just working technique and trying to perfect that, because last year my technique really was not good, and it's come together a lot better through the summer and through this camp. So,
thanks, Stanton. Stanton, what is it about, I guess, your game that people are looking for in Jordan's absence to kind of pick up the slack a little bit as you guys try to figure out how you're going to be able to do that?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think when people look at the tight end in our offense, you know, they look at a guy who can block, who's, you know, pretty big but also can run. And you know, me coming in to Clemson as a receiver, and you know, being able to put on a couple pounds and still, you know, put up a pretty, you know, decent 40 time and still be able to run. I guess that would be why people would, you know, look at it as pretty exciting, just because, you know, hopefully my strength will be, you know, being able to stretch the field and to stretch defenses, not only for, you know, my benefit and Taj's reads and everything, but also for all the other receivers, you know. So hopefully I'll be able to contribute a lot in that way, and as my blocking develops, you know, hopefully I'll be able to contribute just as much to the run game.
Chad just said that Daryl Smith is his starter if he had to go today at tight end. How do you feel about that?
I mean, Daryl's a very experienced guy. He's been in the offense for, you know, a very long time. He's very mature, and you know, that's coach's decision. You know, I'd say I'd ask him about that. So.
Is that motivating for you?
I mean,
to just know where you stand.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to know where I stand. But you know, regardless, you know, it's a fast-paced offense, so we're gonna have to rotate, you know, a couple guys through, and you know, regardless, you know, everyone will get playing time, and you know, that's you know, I guess that's just kind of how it is. So.
All right, thanks, Nate.
You said Coach Peterman coaches you hard during practice. That kind of puts your mind at ease when you step into Death Valley. You know, this isn't something that we haven't seen before, haven't done before.
Yeah, I think he, as far as mental stress goes in practice, I mean, he really puts you through the gauntlet. So I think when the game rolls around, you know, especially with how fast we practice and everything, when you get into the game, you know, the mental stress part really is not bad. Everything, to be honest with you, slows down. You know, everyone talks about how fast we go, but to us on the field, it feels like we're going really slow because we just practice so fast. You know, and that makes everything come so much easier to us. So I think, as far as that tactic of the way Coach Peterman coaches, I think that helps us tremendously.